Hello, 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 folks. My name is Andrew Jackson. We are just going to put the board up here so y'all can watch the game. We're going to see commentary starting in about 15 minutes. So hang tight, enjoy the scenery. You can see White has established a big moyo by sacrificing some stones on the right side. It's going to be interesting to hear what Myungwan Kim, 9-down pro from KPA, thinks of it. So don't change the channel. We'll be starting in 15 minutes. All right, folks, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're going to get this show on the road here. My name is Andrew Jackson. I am joined by none other than Myungwan Kim, 9-Dan Pro from the Korean Baduk Association. And you are watching the third and final game between Deep Zen Go and Cho Chikun, 9-Dan Professional. Cho Chikun has black. I should point out this is game 3. This is the deciding match. So this would be kind of historic. All the marbles. Myungwan, what do you think?
So, I'm excited, first of all, to comment on this final match.
It's a big deal. I think this is very different than what we saw with AlphaGo. This is just one computer. This is not a giant
That's right.
server farm. So one very expensive computer, but still just one computer, all the same.
So how much was it? Did you say?
I said $15,000 was just my back of the estimate calculation based on the hardware that it has in there. Plus, it's gonna run about 1 to 2 kilowatts of power, so that's gonna be a very effective space heater if you're cold out there in winter. I'm in Seattle. You're on the road this time. You're joining us not from your usual location. Where are you?
Oh, I'm in Vegas.
Vegas.
Yeah. I already planned to come here, so it is in my hotel room.
Vacation. So in Vegas, are you able to gamble on the game? Is there a betting line? Nope.
It's not my curtain. Okay. So, no, we decided to start 1 hour earlier.
That's
than
right.
Previously.
Because they were playing pretty quick in the game 1 and 2.
Oh, yeah. Right. So, they play pretty fast. Do you know why? Why did they?
I don't know why. I know that Zen had some trouble with time management, and I heard that they made an adjustment between game 1 and game 2, where Zen was going to use almost twice as much time as it usually did. Apparently, they decided that Zen had enough time that it should be thinking longer than it was.
Okay.
But
one comment on the second game. So at the end of the second game, it seems like Zen probably was in very danger. I mean, Cho Chikun probably could have left the big group.
Could have found a sequence through.
Yeah, it's still somewhat difficult. But I kind of think he lost. If Jen played correctly. I mean, there's some couple of times that Jen could have made very easily. So it was still Jen played much better than Cho Chikun on the second game.
Right.
It's just like some kind of very, very simple mistake that professionals wouldn't have made. So this game, I was thinking that it's going to be very, very close.
Right.
And I can't anticipate who's going to win. So, if I could give advice to Cho Chikun, then I would say, don't be behind too much, until the end game. Maybe Jan didn't play very well in the opening and end game.
And the end game. So the strength seems to be with the middle game fighting, then for Zen.
Yes, that's right. And then especially in the handling the influence. So
in this case, though, White has a lot of influence, and it looks like Black has 2 weak groups. So does that mean that this is sort of shaping to be Zen's kind of game with the middle game fighting? And
so that's why I saw this game only like 10 minutes ago. But and then I was confused because Zen didn't handle the influence very well for this game.
Okay. Well, you've got control. So, you're welcome to take us through what you'd like to see.
So let's look at the game first. I mean, let's count first and then try to see who's winning.
Okay.
So it's pretty easy to count Black's territory.
That's right. It is all cash.
Pretty easy, yeah, it's all cash. There's no potential. So if I count Black's territory, there's some uncertainty. Like how can I make the line here? Well, let's make a line in like this much.
Sure.
And then let's say this push is center.
Right.
Yeah, because there's so bad odds in the corner. I mean, black can play this one too, but it's more likely that white can make this one as center, A and B.
Okay.
So in that case,
That looks like 20,
yeah, 34.
35. Yeah.
Yeah, because white, black has this one too.
Right.
Yeah. So 34. And then this one, I mean, I heard this one's kind of easier to count if I make the line.
Okay.
So almost like a 20 points. Let's say 20 points, because it can be like something like this. So 44.
Mm-hmm.
In the left lower corner, it should be at least like a 6, right?
Mm-hmm.
So 50 and some points up there. So it should be at least like a 53, 4. Let's say 55 for black. And then white should have almost 50 points.
Oh.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, 60, a little bit over 60. So 34, 50, 40, 54, and then 60, like a 62 or 3.
For black
So,
here?
yeah, for black. Yeah, black has, so again, yeah, right upper corner, 34.
Mm-hmm.
The right low corner, 20 points, so 54, and then like a 6, so in the left low corner, and then that's only 60, which is very conservative.
Right. So it's a conservative 60 for black and 2 points for the group that he'll get on the top, and 2 points for the. Hopefully he'll get the 2 points for either of these.
Yeah, at least.
So that'll be 64 points, we hope. But we're not counting anything more than 2 points for black with 64. Does white have anything close to 60 points here?
So okay, so that's what you can count. How can white get 60 points? Where can he get 60 points?
Something's got to die. It seems impossible for white to get 60 points.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. It's impossible if I cannot kill the this one. So white must try to kill one of these two groups.
Whoa, that seems like a tall order for, I don't know, even a regular professional. Could you kill the group on the top?
No, I would bet on black. I mean, I bet today, and that I got wrong all of my bet, but no, this one I really want to bet.
But this one
on
you're
black.
sure about, huh? Can you bet on this in Vegas? Do you know if there is any bookies who will?
Oh yeah, I hope so. Right?
You should be able to bet on anything in Vegas. That's what they say.
Yeah. So I should teach bookies go, then they can take the bet.
Yeah, go take their money.
I mean, for like an AlphaGo should have been like a very good bet.
That's right. I did hear it was hard to find a bet on AlphaGo. Actually.
Oh really?
Yeah, that was not available.
Okay.
Anyway, so so difficult for white to make 60 points.
Very difficult. I mean, you should kill. Otherwise, so look at the territory-wise. I mean, the left upper corner is been
reduced.
It's less than 20 points. Yeah, it's like 16 points. So let's say more like 20 points, and then white by attack somewhere here have like 20 points. I mean, these are like maximized, right?
Sure.
So
well,
even
white
can make
that's
like
20 points.
Yeah, so generous to make like 40 points in upper side all together. But still, why should they make 20 points somewhere? He played.
So that one's unexpected then, huh?
Oh, that was unexpected. Oh, but black can play this one.
Huh. So the move that my weak eye immediately flies to is the tiger's mouth at Q11. But is Q11 a trap here?
Black can play just this one. So yeah, white can play here to make it strong, but in terms of territory, that doesn't help. But yeah, this one doesn't do anything. But it gets stronger. The outside gets stronger. So yeah, in that perspective, it makes sense.
And sorry, just real quick, what happens if black plays the tiger's mouth instead of the Hane below at Q11?
So this one, is he probably want to play here. And then I need to see if I can live inside.
Oh. If white lives inside, then this would be a bit of a reversal. We're counting that as 24 points for black.
So at this time, if black just connects, then this one actually is not going to be enough for white. Even black play here. And then black plays somewhere here, and then just leave. Yeah. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're saying your advice of, don't be behind going into the end game, take advantage of Zen's difficult opening, seems to track very well with the other advice we heard that Cho was receiving from some of the Chinese professionals who have been playing with AIs as well. They say, that you should always play it through the end game, that it will sometimes, make these mistakes in the end game.
Right. So, Zen is not as good as AlphaGo, on those area. AlphaGo's end game was almost perfect, and he made a mistake, but it didn't affect the result.
Right.
So and Zen's mistake, it affects.
Okay. So I guess we should probably go back and start finding those mistakes, huh?
Okay. So let me show this one.
Too.
Yeah. So black can probably can play this one too. But it makes it so much more complicating, so I wouldn't play like this as black. If black play this one, I can leave like this.
Right.
So black should play here. If black play this, that is core, which is undesirable, of course, for black.
He's risking rather a lot here.
Right. Black can probably leave up there, but white has a lot of liberties.
So we want to avoid a capturing race if we can.
Yeah. And then maybe call. I mean, I have to read this one too, and then it seems like it's okay for black, just at a glance.
This is your first instinct of how this fight would happen.
Yeah, actually, the upper one, white cannot fight with the upper one because it has too many liberties inside. So then that means white should play the lower one.
Right, and try to win the capturing race against this.
Yeah, right. But there's some RJ outside. I should probably play this one. Okay, yeah. So, but I don't think black would take this much risk.
Okay. Well, this definitely seems like an interesting choice. It seems like S11, the variation that you showed originally, Haneng on the inside.
No, not this one. This one first.
Oh no! I meant to the original attachment. Against the first.
Oh yeah, right. Okay.
This seemed very simple. Is there something that he didn't like here?
It's not like a simple or not simple. It's like, which one you want to pursue. So do you want to pursue the territory, or do you want to pursue influence plus center? And so in this case, black can pursue the territory. Black can probably play somewhere here too. Doesn't really matter. Or if I play this one, that is I think slightly better. It's maybe almost the same. I can actually black can play this one. So yeah, that doesn't really
change
work.
Anything.
That doesn't change. It's actually even worse. But Yeah, this one, I prefer this as black because of what?
Because you can play S13. Oh, because the outside is weaker.
Actually, yeah, because you get enough territory. You don't have to pursue territory anymore,
Right, because black already
right?
has the points. He doesn't really need to worry as much about it.
Yeah, if black is too rich, he just want to be he just want safety.
Right, is that proverb, a rich man doesn't pick fights?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, exactly. So when black play this one, we have to consider this one.
Whoa. Is there anything
But
here?
yeah, but that one doesn't really work it out. So if black play here, then the idea is to make this call.
Uh-huh.
But even white win this call, look at black. Both black groups are alive
Right.
completely. So that doesn't really make any difference.
Sure.
Yeah.
So since black is alive either side, not really a
Mm.
big deal. If black gets Sente to protect the upper left group, then he won't have any
Mhm.
more problems, right?
Right. So just play. If it becomes just like this, yeah. No more problems. No more risk. Black just won very comfortably
Right.
without any risk right now.
Okay. So that implies that white must have made a pretty bad mistake here so far, huh?
So before he played this one, you can just see the kind of you can just feel like this one. This influence, where's the benefit? How did they use this influence?
Well, having watched Zen play on KGS over the past few months, I have to say that Zen usually this is emblematic of its style, where it seems to emphasize a huge influence focused style of play and then kills something with it. That's certainly what's happened to me when I had the chance to play it on KGS. Of course, a much weaker version, but still. Um, this influence seems to be what it likes to do. It very much seems to value the center and that middle game fighting.
So yeah, if I can kill the black group in upper side,
Mm-hmm.
then he can use then I can use the influence. But right now, it seems to be very difficult. So let's go back to this one first. Now it looks way more different. We can use the influence to make territory, right?
Right.
So I was wondering, why should I play this one this way?
It's a better direction.
Yeah, just confirm white's territory in upper side
Mm-hmm.
and in the center area.
Would that be enough territory then? Is 30 points in the upper left if white makes the whole
Okay,
corner?
that's good question, but I think still this one is better. White gave up too easily on the right side, so probably black is still okay. But compare this one, black can play somewhere here,
Mm-hmm.
maybe something like this, or this one. If I want to attack, then this one makes sense too. So black can play this one. So let's play somewhere here. So yeah, it's much easier to make territory out of white's influence.
Right. Right.
But in the real game, basically, which area is easier to make territory? A or somewhere B?
I would say A.
Yeah, definitely, right? And then if you make a territory at A, now you can use the influence here. But in the real game, why play this? I think I should still play this one. Still play the outside.
And just give black the corner and try and make that territory on the top side.
Right. But unlike something like this,
Mm-hmm.
where black would have much more difficult time to live in the corner. I mean, it's not that difficult. If I black play something like this. Yeah, but it's like a very flat, right? It's very flat.
This is a much
then-
better result for white.
And edge center too. Which is center? Yeah, edge center. But since this one is one line further, I mean, it's not going to be that easy.
Because
white.
this cut has a completely different sequence.
Right, completely different. I mean, if I play this one, I can probably kill the corner, but black can come to outside.
And then again, win the big space on the top, which is what white needs to make into territory.
Right. So, I mean, white probably can play something else. Like, I don't know, this is not that common because the double honey is dead. But in this case, I think this one is better. I'm not so sure because, yeah, white black could live so easily too.
So this might also be too nice.
But yeah, so this because this one is two space jump. Yeah, from here. So it's kind of maybe it's the right direction to protect the corner. So white can protect the corner like a bigger than one space jump or maybe knight move. I mean, okay, right now, this one will be better than 2 or 3.
One is better than 2 or 3, or it would be better at 2 or 3. Sorry.
Better than 2 or 3.
Oh, so one is better. Okay.
Yeah, because black can probably push this on too, and that's not that bad exchange for black. But look at this. Is A better or B better?
A would
white?
Be better for white, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, right. So yeah, white probably gained a little bit in the left side or at the corner, but black could live very easily. And then, those influence became suddenly not very useful. So, and at this time, I think this loss would be pretty big too. But I guess it's not that enough. Yeah, the low side is very big. I can probably play this one too.
Could we maybe talk about the opening to see how it got there? Because I think the bottom is a shape that I haven't seen in any pro games before.
Sure.
So it seems like Cho is playing a conventional Fuseki this time instead of the 3-5s or the other strange.
Yeah. I think this one is better.
Yeah.
Just he should just play what he's good at.
Play normally.
Play normally, right? So for some reason, this is kind of old style. So why playing this one? Because black doesn't respond. Yeah, black doesn't respond. This will be good for white.
Right.
Like a good position. And this A and B exchange is bad exchange for white, for black. Black want to approach at B, not A. Without this one, right?
Right. Now I definitely would rather move that to the other side.
Right. So if I play this one, white almost always like approach either A or B, like this, and then fight.
And
so
this is expected.
I haven't seen like this shape for a long time because white doesn't play like this.
Because the fight is good for black?
Right. White can play this one. I have I have seen this on also, long time ago. But
Wait, when you say a long time ago, are we talking like the late 90s when the High Chinese was popular?
oh
Are we
no,
talking
no,
like early
like
2000s? What is a long time ago in Go Fuseki world?
actually just before I came to the US.
Okay,
So yeah, just like 7, 8 years
7 or
ago,
8 years
eight,
ago.
7.
That's a
Right.
long time in Go years.
Oh yeah, that was
Yeah,
a
yeah.
long time ago. Yeah, that's right. Everything has been changed. So if I play this one, why can be connected like this one and this,
Mm-hmm.
and then the coding stone A will be sacrificed.
Okay.
So that's what's going to happen. So after this, push this one. So the two stone is dead,
Mm-hmm.
or I can push this one.
Hmm.
Black cannot Hane here because of the very bad RJ.
With the
Like
cut.
yeah, like this one, right?
Yikes.
Yeah, and then even though black can kind of kill these two stones, the corner is core. How can you make core?
Uh,
I think that's problem. Yeah, there are actually two ways, not even one.
ooh.
Not only one. Yeah. Yeah, because of this Atari.
You have to throw in at Q1,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's right.
And then play T2, and then throw in at yeah.
So
Cool.
either one is fine. I don't want either this one or this one. Or in fact, you don't have to throw in that one. So you can just play yeah. Still is core. So yeah, because of this core, black cannot hane at A. Black should always extend.
Hmm.
I think I did this one before. So that makes it white slightly better position comparing to A is at B.
In Low Chinese.
Yeah, the low Chinese. If it's like a low Chinese, let me change the position. Then black is not going to extend. Black can hane.
Right. Does that
Yeah,
make
because
this better for black? Or does it? How does it change how we evaluate the result? Does that
yeah, this one is better
better for black because he's
for black. Because black can play something like this A. Kind of the crucial point, like a very painful.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, white cannot get the like a kind of base, like I shape in the center. So yeah, C is center because of core. So black can white can invade here, and then it's going to be a difficult game.
Right. Right.
So yeah, why should play this one?
This seems like a more promising variation for white.
Yeah, it's safer, and then that's what's more common. So if I play this one, why cannot be connected? It's two stones. It's not going to be connected.
Right.
Of course, like wouldn't let these two stones be connected. This cross card, no, I don't even have to show like a variations after this. This is not going to be good.
Right.
For white. Yeah. Both groups are in danger.
Right.
For white groups.
Both white groups are in danger, and K4 becomes kind of perfectly placed, right?
Right. In fact, both A and B, they have a lot. So after this, so basically, black can play A like a hane,
Mm-hmm.
or be as cut.
Mm.
So if I play this one, I can just take this one stone, which no, maybe at once it doesn't look very big, but it is pretty big in the corner. So, and then the whole white group is not alive yet. So I think this one is good for black too. Yeah, still good for black. I should protect this one right away, almost,
And then
because black has very good Tetsuji move. Yeah. Where do you play? Yeah, just let me make it program.
N6.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I knew that
Oh,
one.
that's very fast.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, I've seen this one before. Yeah.
And then this is that ladder. So if black play this one first, and this is ladder, right?
We talked about that with Ryan Lee actually when we were doing the recent commentary of the Sinao Cup. He called it tweaking the goblin's nose.
Tweaking the goblin's
No, I don't think he
nose.
came up with that, but I do think it was discussed a little bit where it's nose Tsuji. Hits him on the nose.
So let me think. If I play something like this, still, that's not very good shape, I guess. Maybe I can just play here. So yeah, the corner is almost 20 points. Corner is pretty big. I can still protect like this. And then black's position, A is not as good, but it's not that bad, For example, I think black can still push up and then try to attack. So this move, K4 is still in good position. Whole white group is not alive, black can still attack.
Okay.
After, get good territory in the corner. So why play this one? I don't know about this one though, actually. Comparing to, because white gets very strong. And then this one, A, looks too close. That's too close, right?
Isn't A just as bad as N4?
Not as bad as N4, because N4 is dead.
N4 is dead, well as Q9, A is actually just wounded.
Right.
Damaged.
So it's not as bad. I think white, I still like black. Because that's the very good shape, very big territory on the low side. But white doesn't seem to be very bad position either. There's some, invasion at C2. So that means D probably would be better to play to be like a similar E. I mean, it might be too much to think about this D position.
Sure, because you can't have because D was very crucial in the sequence that happened in the corner, right? Like white chose that as a result.
Right. So, but A, I don't like A. Definitely, it's too close.
So both sides maybe have a little bit to be dissatisfied with.
Right. Exactly. So, if I were black, I may think like kind of I would consider this one. But it requires some reading. I mean, if I just play this one, I think this one is better for black because now A is not that useless.
It hasn't been damaged as much.
Right, it's not wounded that much. But I need to count. I need to read like this one. I mean, if black can play this.
Oof. Complicated.
I mean, there was that, but why can play this one? And then probably this one too. So
Double Hane is strong.
Yeah, right. Because these two stones are not useless right now.
Hmm.
Okay. And then this one, still black cannot get the corner.
Right. Catastrophe.
Right. So that means black should have played this. So I'm not so sure, who's in better position. And white black's territory is smaller, much smaller. So okay, now I can see. But this kind of judgment is very, very difficult to make. Much smaller, but confirmed this one for black's territory. So this one, yeah, because of C, it's not that confirmed.
Right. And I guess black's influence, I guess if it's more less certain territory, like the territory is less certain but there's more of it, there's not that much more of it. It seems like the stone at M7 is capping the growth of that bottom territory to only like a couple more points, right?
But actually, there's even more to concern, such as this one. Right now, it doesn't really work very well because black can play here. The shape is not that good, but black can still fight here, and then white is in actually trouble. I mean, this one is dead. White should play here, but it's not going to work right away for white.
Okay.
If I show a little bit more, then
Yeah, it looks like black has escaped.
yeah. And then black will escape because of this one.
Crucial.
Without this one, then what could I play? Okay, let me remove this one. Why could I play what? Why could I play
R11?
this jump? Yeah, this jump. I mean, black can still kill, but this is so painful. I mean, black wouldn't like to play like this crawl in the second line.
Black kills the corner, but at a huge cost, right?
Right.
Got it.
But in the other variation, guess what? Well, I can play this one now.
Oh, so that's why this is hard to judge.
Yeah, because at this time, black cannot play.
Hane, Sente, right?
Right. So, black should have counts like all these like pros and cons, like a plus and minus. So it is difficult. So actually, showing all the variation, I think this one's okay.
Okay. So now that we've looked at it, this is clearly though it's a very close balancing act between which of these.
Okay. Black has another option here that I just extend. But it didn't give much damage to black stone at A, but the low side is not confirmed. I mean, there's cutting point here.
There's more Aji for white.
Yeah, much more RJ. So I think this one is better than this. The RJ is so much worse
Right.
than the damage black didn't give to A.
One might think that Aji would be the Japanese word for shenanigans instead of the remaining potential.
Okay. So the next move was also pretty difficult for white. My first instinct is 1. So at this time, do you want to give up A?
It would be hard to give it up, but I also don't want to have it become a burden right off, right?
Right.
So to run it out seems hard.
Exactly. So if you want to save it, then this one is way better for black. If you want to save it, right?
Right.
So let's assume that black is going to give up like this. But that's pretty big. Isn't it big? That's pretty big. I would say it's pretty big.
Yeah, it seems hard. It's what is that? At least 25 points, right?
Yeah, and then that was completely wasted. If you give up, it's not just completely wasted. It's negative 1 point. A.
It's worse than wasted.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So if I play, but black can still play something like this. But I don't know. I like to attack in this position as white. Black doesn't have a base.
Right.
If black doesn't play the low side, then that A might be pretty painful. But instead, white played this one. So yeah, of course, black wants to save, right? No, black doesn't want to give up. That's too big.
Sure. So black has to do this, and this seems kind of normal almost, except for white's influence seems to have a lot of holes at the end.
Right.
After
So
the next 5
now,
moves or so. Yeah.
Yeah, right. A is not that wasted again.
Right.
Yeah, it's not that wasted. I mean, probably B is slightly better because black can make base more easily, but it's not that wasted. It's not as bad as C, definitely. So, I mean, it's still very difficult to say which one is better, like either 1 or 2, but I prefer number 2. I mean, at this position. Or at 1 at this
You'd prefer to,
Yeah,
prefer to make 1 and have black take 2. Right. Yeah.
So, yeah, that jump is very good.
P12.
Again, yeah. Again, this one, probably almost perfect position. I mean, I want to do that. It kind of make base for black, and then black can attack white too. That knight move is painful, but black can endure. Black jump to the corner. It's pretty much safe.
You know, that phrase "black can endure" is one I think that is symptomatic, or it seems just to speak of something. Most of my Chinese Go playing friends also have used the same phrase. Black can endure, or black must endure sometimes. It just seems to be attitudinally a common thing in the language.
Oh, yeah. Right. I don't know. Yeah, that's right. That's kind of first thing.
I don't know if I hear a lot of Westerners use the phrase "black must endure" because they want to fight. They're like, no, I don't want to deal with any of that. So I don't know.
I mean, if you are in not very good position to fight, yeah, you have to endure for the good time. I mean, you can just kind of suffer a little bit, but you can come back.
That's right.
Yeah.
So black can endure by jumping down here.
Yeah. Yeah, black can always connect by A. So far, white's benefit is not that clear yet. White didn't get any territory yet. White doesn't attack much to black, so I think so far it's okay for black. Okay, so can we check if they played?
Sure, by all means.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, well, they played somewhat. Okay, a lot. Okay, let's go. We stopped
there.
We stopped here, right?
Yep, and we saw a sequence that you'd shown us here. The Atari, the connection, the extent. It has to extend back.
Oh, it's a real game?
This is the real game, that's right. Exactly. Just like you predicted.
Yeah, exactly the same. So now what? What can Zen do? He's in trouble. It's after this, after A. So killing any group is not an option for Zen. So Zen should have made some territory, like almost close to 60 points, maybe a little bit less right now because white reduced black territory in the right side.
Right.
But you can also only count the difference. So the difference here, we counted this much, right? 1, 2, 3, 4,
Mm-hmm. We counted all of
5,
that for black's territory.
6,
That's right.
7. Yes. Maybe like one more move here. Okay, let's make it 9. Yeah, that's good enough. 9. So 50 points. Then make it 50. But black made some territory in the left side too. So I think white should make almost 50, at least like a 53 or something.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So in the left upper corner. So this one is the line. I can draw it like this, only this line.
So 12 points? No.
And let me make it. Let's be generous.
14 points.
Yeah, 14 points.
Mm-hmm.
So the low side, black can make this Atari. So that's like a 10 points. The right side, like 12 points. So 26, 36. So like almost 15 points. 15 to more than 15 points.
Right.
So 15 points is like this much. So that's pretty much like a maximized territory.
Right. Counting
right?
generously for white.
Right.
Right.
But why play like this for these stones? Yeah, black should make 4 stones somehow.
Black will make a comparable amount of points, right?
Right. Let me check white black territory. We counted black territory what? Like it's
53. We counted it 53.
Yeah, 53. Okay. Let's count again.
Right. While you're counting again, I should remind folks, I've seen some questions in the chat. This is game 3 of an exhibition match between Deep Zen Go, a computer AI developed by Hideki Kato and other folks in Japan. You can read along. He's on the very active on the Computer Go mailing list. Anyway, this is an exhibition match. The series stands 1 game apiece. Cho Chikun won the first game. Deep Zen rallied back, won the second game, and this is the deciding match. And I'm Andrew Jackson. This is Myungwan Kim, 9-1 pro with the Korean Baduk Association, who's providing the expert level commentary here. The 2 players, I think, very interesting. The broadcasts that are happening on Nico Nico Japan display the win rate that Zen thinks it has as the game progresses, and it's currently quite optimistic. It seems to think it has a 65% chance of winning the game, which
right now.
That's what I'm hearing. Maybe not right now, but at the current state of the board that you see in the upper left-hand corner. The board you see on the right-hand corner is Myungwan's demo board. Right, the other. Myungwan's demo board that he's using to walk us through the variations. So
okay, so black actually has a 60 points, not 53 points, 60 points. Because black gets some points here. Yeah, because white played this one, so that's why white gains some points and black gets some points. So, and then maybe some more points here. So 60 points. So white should have more than 50 points. Yeah. If you be generous, that's like a 50 points. So still. Yeah, I think black is winning. Okay, let me see. Yeah, he should have played that one. So white is trying to make territory in the center.
Right, he needs to make those 20 points there.
Oh, so far that's it. Okay.
Where we're at. This is where Zen apparently thinks it has a 65% chance.
Very optimistic, I think.
Optimistic.
Yeah.
And as for the hardware that it's running on, Zen is running on a 44-core system, an Intel X5 Xeon processor, which apparently has 44 cores and 4 NVIDIA GPUs, which the total will set you back about $15,000, but it is something that you could own today. The software is available for purchase, although I don't know where or how.
Okay, so let me see.
Is there some danger here for black in the upper left-hand corner?
Maybe black can just play this one. I think what, yeah, white, black cannot live by itself. And this one. Yeah, black cannot live. If black play here, then
not alive.
Yeah, no. This is dead shape.
Right, not alive.
Yeah, not allowed. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
sorry.
right.
So
Yeah,
swallowed my not alive.
But this is call, but white black doesn't want to make call, of course.
For comparison, some folks are speculating there. AlphaGo was running on 2,000 cores and I think about 200 GPUs was my recollection of the numbers. That may not be precise. You can Google it. I hear they could provide you the info. You could Bing it if you were feeling so inclined. Either way, it's quite an accomplishment by the Deep Zen team to produce this in such a single footprint machine, I guess you want to call it. It's not distributed. The distributed versions of Monte Carlo tree search are pretty tricky, and it's hard necessarily to get more benefits from throwing cores at the problem. So it's amazing that this can do this in such a small footprint.
Okay, I think black's intention was to play here. If I play this one, then that's kind of a big loss. If I cannot kill black, which is not going to be easy. So if I play this one, then black can play this and make call later, not right now. So something like this. Let's say, yeah, this doesn't look difficult to leave. So something like this.
Looks like.
I mean, that does have to make different sense.
But this is definitely the fight that we're going to see here.
Let me see. Is it alive?
Be a complicated fight. Looks alive to me. Why would it not be alive? Isn't there an eye on the top already?
Yeah, it is alive, right? No, wait a minute. So this one, yeah, it's not alive.
Oh, Ko.
Yeah, right. This call.
Oh, Ko. But it seems like black will have a lot of local threats for this Ko, right?
But this is like a very big button. And then, actually, in this case, I can make a huge territory in the center. So this one is not going to be enough. Look at this. It's like a 40 points. That's too big.
Too big for white. It's too much.
Too much that black could give up.
So black has to run into the middle here somewhere.
So black shape doesn't look very good. Black should have played something, I think, differently like this one.
Maybe right here, instead of pushing out there, can he take that opportunity to jump into the center?
Probably black thought, if I push, then because I play this one, I can respond. Then black can play something else like this.
But white didn't respond. White got the jump on him there. Got the drop on him.
So if you play with like a weaker player, then then you can just make one exchange as like a guaranteed
Uh-huh,
that your
uh-huh.
opponent's
Oh,
response.
I do it all the time in handicap games, for sure. Do you
Right.
think maybe this
So
is Cho being confident?
probably.
Thinks he's got it?
Yeah. But this one, but black white doesn't have to play this one. Black white could have played this one right away. Really. It doesn't look good exchange.
Hmm.
So
Maybe it thinks
maybe
A is
yeah,
like the keystone in an impossibly long sequence that we mere
maybe
mortals
it
can't
may be
understand.
right because yeah, because white right now white is trying to kill black, so that's possible.
That would be pretty scary if that were the case.
Right. Okay, so let me see. What should I do here?
What moves are you sort of rejecting very quickly? Uh, like, is J16 a possibility? Or the clamp? Or
J60.
is too slow? Oh,
So in that case, this one looks like a wasted, and I don't like this one. This game, this is real game, right?
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So I don't want to make this exchange. A looks much better. So
Maybe just jump to H15 directly without making that exchange?
yeah, something like this, right?
I mean, definitely, if
Yeah, I
it's
think
my
this one is better.
move,
What?
I mean, if that's my move, I don't know how
Oh, well,
confident
yeah,
I can
that's
feel about it.
no,
So
no, no. Actually, this one looks good. Oh, yeah, I'm surprised. I was thinking about this one, something like this one. Yeah, really. So if I play this one, that's what black wants. Black can play this one first,
mm-hmm.
and then this one here, and then play here. I mean, you haven't
Looks
probably read like this much variation, but kind of, you're thinking about living in the center,
right,
right?
right.
So in this case, yeah, white definitely wouldn't have chance because white didn't gain anything in the center,
Hmm.
and black is 100% alive.
Right.
If I play something similar here, then black wedge this Atari.
Well, bam, and he's
Yeah,
safe.
it's not going to. Yeah, right. It's not going to work.
Right.
I mean, I can probably play something like this, but yeah, it's going to be a piece of cake, to live in the center. So even though white gained some points, like this two stone and this,
Ooh.
so it's not going to be 50.
So you did just say that that would be a piece of cake to live in the center,
Yeah,
even though black still has no eyes.
yeah, but it's quite open.
Okay, so it's that there's enough space
Mhm.
here. I feel like this would be the sort of middle game fighting that I've seen Zen kill KGS 9-dans at, like they're going out of style. Uh,
Okay, and then because these groups are not no completely safe. It's safe because it's connected to the bottom, right? So that means I cannot play like something like this for very freely, or it's going to die.
because this sort of race would be
Yeah.
too handy. And you just read that out. Boom, 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 boom. Just it's over. Huh?
Like, yeah, this when I play this one. So if I had to play something like this, then yeah, it'll be easier to live
Okay.
inside. So yeah, these two stones is not going to be a game changer.
They're
Yeah,
acceptable
that's
losses as long as black gets away alive without white making 20 points or more in the center, huh?
right. But actually, I can play this one though. I will cut this one. Yeah, that's different story. So
How does that story end? Spoiler alert. I'm curious what that looks like.
oh no, that's pretty big. I mean, black has to give up.
Hmm.
That's pretty big.
A lot of territory for white on the top.
Right. So, oh yeah, this is not that easy then. White. Let me see. Probably that one he should have played here, I guess. So, as long as black can leave,
Hmm.
you do think white's territory in the center. So white is black is winning by territory. And then at this time, it's kind of difficult to get, I guess, some benefit.
Where did black play instead? Sorry.
Black played here.
Oh, the attachment. Hmm.
So yeah, if this, I mean, this is very strong. So if you make attachment, then normally why should respond, right?
Right. Normally, it's safe to attach to a strong stone.
Right. So like this one, then black can make Atari by center. So this one too, black can play here, something like this.
Right. Right.
But that's when at least black, for example, black doesn't have like this much.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. So a little bit weaker. There's some weakness that white cannot easily ignore. I mean, at this time, black can play here,
Right.
and then come out.
Then it's easy, alive.
Right, like this. But that's somewhat strong. So white could ignore it, and then what black can do is only this one. I don't think this one, this A is in good position. This exchange is bad exchange for black, right? Black wanted to go outside.
Right. So, what do we make of how black lived in the game? They've played a few more moves, and black has actually lived, but it does look like he's given away a fair amount of territory in the center. And there's additional sente moves, just from what it looks like in what I can see.
Oh, is it pretty much the same? Oh, no, this is not same. Oh, okay.
Not
so
the same. Black is definitely alive, right?
I made very bad exchange here. So this is what I showed, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think.
But black can cut now?
I cut this one, but yeah, this is bad exchange. What black shouldn't cut this one. So since I cut this, white could just connect. Yeah.
But if you don't cut at all, then white can't connect because then black can push through.
Right. Yeah, I think I made this one too.
Got it.
Right. I mean, white can just connect, but this one is center anyway. If you don't make this exchange, A and B exchange. So
that value, the importance of not making those exchanges until you're sure they're what you want to do, seems to be just so important.
Okay, so that's way better. Okay, that should be center. That's so big, black should block. But black should play one more move, something like this.
Just to be
Otherwise,
absolutely sure.
Yeah.
And that ko is the G19, E19 sequence that you showed earlier.
So yeah, if this one works, then black will be so happy. Let's just make it clear. So black has, let's count this one. Black's territory will be even more because black played this one. So more than I guess, and then black played this one too. So I guess black has like more than 65.
He was racking
So-
up the cash there with those extra moves.
Right. Yeah, almost 70. So more than 65. 67, 8. So white territory. Oh, still almost 60. So yeah, black one. Oh, so this one looks okay. Wait a minute. Right now, that's only when there's no core. But let me see. This is a core, right? Okay,
Right.
Let me confirm.
With this ko, it means that black has some more he has to worry about.
I think that with that difference, black lost then.
This is a losing board for black? With the ko.
Yeah, with the core. Right. So it's definitely core. I mean, black can play this one, then it's alive. But why play this one? I mean, it's like only 10 points difference. Then that means there's so many core threats that white can play.
Because it just needs to make 3 points to make up the difference.
Yeah. I mean, after this core, white lose some points, so it's not that small. But I mean, somewhere here will be all center. I mean, this one will be center.
So many good ko threats here for white. Seems impossible
right.
that white can. Oh.
So that means black should play this.
Which would give white sente.
Right.
And white is safe everywhere, right? There's no aji, there's no sequences that black has to counterattack anything, right?
Right.
While you're counting, I should mention this is Andrew Jackson with the AGA. This is Myungwan Kim, 9-dan professional from the Korean Baduk Association. It's game 3 between Deep Zen Go and Cho Chikun 9P. That game, this game that you were watching, is produced by Nico Japan and Dwango, neither of which we are affiliated with. This is we are producing this with the generous cooperation and encouragement of the Nihon Kien, and we're really grateful for the permission that they've given us to broadcast these games with English commentary. There is also English commentary available by Michael Redmond 9 Pro and Antti Tormanen on Nico Japan Premium. So I'm not sure what you need to do to get that. But if you're curious about what the win percentages we're talking about are, that is from the official event where they are apparently posting Zen's win percentage. So while we count, you can also see Zen's count. And Zen is apparently very optimistic. This is also true for how Zen has been throughout the series. In Game 1, it was also saying that it had an over 50% chance of winning until it lost. In Game 2, it was also thought it had an over 50% chance of winning, and then it won. So do take those numbers with a grain of salt. Those represent, of course, only the best perception of the neural network. That win percentage is definitely not written in stone, for sure. Ooh. What do you think? You look like you're done with counting.
Oh, this one is very either close or I think white has a slight edge.
Wow.
Yeah.
Even with black getting all those points on the left side, huh?
So the center became very big. Eventually, right?
Right.
I mean, it looks like a pretty close, and there's so many uncertainty. So I know it's just I mean, this is very big. It really makes huge difference who play this one first.
At A.
A.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this one is not leather right now. So, and there's some.
So if we counted black with a lead earlier, and now it seems like black is maybe behind, is that mistake the L7 push, or is the mistake the attachment at J18? Do we have a clear idea where maybe black lost the track?
Okay, let me see this one. So somewhere here it looks like a black is clearly winning. Actually, I said this one, right? Maybe this one is better.
What if black plays J17 himself?
No, black were to, I mean, the white can probably, yeah, that one's okay too, right? Black can play that one too, right?
But the concern there is that would be too flat and white would make too much in the center.
Right, like a press from the top.
And really try to enclose the center on a large scale.
Right. So white should make almost like a 15 points in that area in the center. Right now it seems very difficult, but white made even more than that in the real game.
Right.
So I guess black should play something like this. I guess. In somewhere here, the difference can be pretty big whether you play the best move or not the best move. So with A or B as center, I mean, black would definitely go as further as C. And then that limits white's territory in the center.
Right. Does a better job of holding that.
Yeah. So right now, it's white playing this one, then black can attach.
Right. And if white attacks as he did in the game, or as it did in the game, they pick your.
Which one?
If white doesn't block at K18, but instead attacks with the push at A, like it did in the game.
Oh yeah, right.
Right. If it pushes and peeps.
So like this shape, A is way better, much better. Like having so many eye shape.
Right.
But this one is somewhat like conventional move in this position, right? You can play this one.
Right. That's sort of Joseki locally for what happened in the upper left.
Yeah, exactly. But right now, it's just like being able to play A, maybe like a 2 points. It's not an issue. It's not an issue. It's like the reduce as much as possible the center area. Because in the real game, it's like how much do you make? Like 30 points in the center, right? That's huge difference. And this one, I don't like this one, this attachment.
Right. So it seems like the center focus has to be.
Yeah, still jump. In the second game, I made some commentary that Cho Chikun's mistake were all like in the lower line, like a second line, like a third line. So I'm afraid this might be one of these mistakes. Like he's kind of specialty, but he
looks for it too soon.
Specialty. Yeah, right. I mean, the center. No, it's not like a too soon. It's like your turn should go up, like in higher line. you should see white's potential in the center,
Right. Right.
not in the second line.
It,
Or maybe this move is somewhat too local. May I say too local?
So from seeing Zen on KGS, it is sort of what it usually does. Is it builds a huge center that becomes somehow impregnable, like slowly, and before you realize it, suddenly the center is so big and you can't get inside. Is what seems to happen to all of the 9 downs on KGS who I've watched play it. I did watch a fair number of those in the run up, and it just seems to be how they roll. So what happened in the game is a little bit of a different sequence, not one of the variations that we looked at. Is it? But white still looks like it's made a fair amount of territory in the center. Could we maybe see how you're counting the game board as it currently stands?
Okay.
Sorry,
so let me
I'm
just
so curious though, because the game. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
After you.
Just a little bit. Yeah. So
Please,
if white doesn't play E16, yeah, that's the reason why Jen played E16 this one, because right now if black play this, then this one is not center. Black can play something like this, and then that can destroy like everything there, right?
Got it. Yeah,
Yes.
we can talk about whatever you want to talk about. Absolutely. I'm just.
Oh yeah. So and then if this one is center, if A is center, then it's just alive by itself. I mean, just make this one. It's just big enough, right?
Yeah, that's enough space to be totally alive.
So even in this case, white should play push and then play this one in order to take the base. And then now you can compare like A and B, which is still white black cannot make 2 eyes in upper side.
So which would you rather have?
Yeah, in this case, black can play something like this. Like let's just follow what he played in the real game. And that's it. It's done. Black is 100% completely alive. And even these 3 stones being cut, it will be very difficult to make additional territory in the center.
Right.
And this, again, these 2 stones is not an issue. It doesn't change anything. So I guess this one would be a very big mistake.
Okay.
So okay, let's go back to the real game. So wait a minute. So where did we? Here, right?
Right here. That's right. Black didn't block. Black Hane without cutting. It seems like the cut not being played.
Oh, so the center become okay. That probably didn't make sense because in this case, I think white is winning a little bit. So white black try to reduce the center.
Right.
But yeah, this one is very big. No, it's no later. Oh, only that. Oh, that was center. Oh, really? So this one?
Okay. It's very surprising, right?
Yeah.
So what did you expect? Like, why are these moves so surprising?
Because, I mean, that if this one is center, then of course, white black gained a lot. So, I mean, why should I find something else? Maybe just play this. But is it that? It's not that. No, it's that. This is that. It's very loose net.
Right.
So if there was that, then I can probably make this exchange first. I mean, this is pretty big, but at least it's not that.
Not as bad, right?
So that's pretty big. Look, F2.
H2 also. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah.
You first.
Oh yeah. I know what what you're talking about, like this one, right?
Actually, I was going to ask if S2 fixes any aji around R6 or S5.
Oh yeah, after the reason why this is big is because, let's say, after this one, yeah, this one is very big. After A, then you can play B2.
Got it. And the monkey jump you were talking about?
Yeah, right.
Would be
And if right, if that is not center, I mean, I need to count this one first. But if there was not center, after counting, if I think G, this move, like A, is bigger than B and C combined, then why should I make this exchange first? This is center.
It seems like a given, right? That black is going to have to
Yeah.
do that with the ko that we saw on the top side.
Yeah, that's right.
Right. So maybe this is white's mischance here. That hane at G13 seems like such a given, right?
Okay, wait a minute. Just let me confirm. Let's say this one. Can you play this one?
He did write the book on life and death. J19 now?
Yeah, because of this one. Yeah, it's dead. So that means if black play this one, white cannot play this because black can play this one.
Now it's alive.
Not alive, yeah. Play here, then. But yeah, it's I can play here, so still. Oh, wait a minute. So that makes somewhat. I don't know if you read all of it, then oh yeah, it's kind of probably. So then that means black can play this one.
Can push again.
Oh, now it's alive.
The subtle differences in the life and death that seem to change the whole flow of the game.
Okay, so that's very good life and death problem. I can use this one to my student.
Oh, but they'll know the answer. It's on the internet.
Yeah, yeah. If you didn't see this live commentary, so if black cut this one, that doesn't work.
Now he's dead.
This, yeah. This one also dead. Oh, sorry.
Right, he can't play
So,
D18.
Yeah. This one looks like it works.
Oh, under the stones.
Yeah, it works. Some aspect, but it's still right. Yeah, it's kind of under the stone. You get there's something after black takes it, take white. Yeah. This one doesn't change anything.
Right.
So.
Same ko. Or not ko. Yes.
It's ko. Yeah, that's ko. I mean. Oh, wait a minute.
What if black just captures?
Oh yeah.
Regularly, just captures at G19.
No, the G19 doesn't work.
Oh, of course.
But black can play this one. So this one still. Yeah, it's alive. Still it's alive. But yeah, anyway, so black is alive. This one is easy too.
Right.
So if why cannot block this one? That doesn't. It's not that. I mean, it makes a huge difference. Black can either play this or play this one, and have center.
Right, to make this exchange that we saw previously.
Okay, let me see. So white territory in the center is not that big.
How do we... Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask you. The H13 and H12 stones that are just sort of sitting there, how do you count the territory off of those right there?
Oh. So I'll make a line like something like this.
Okay. So those two stones basically aren't part of a wall. You're not considering that.
Yeah, it's part of wall. So it's, I mean, without these two stones, why can I make that that much territory? But it's not that much, right? It's not. I mean, it's something like this. So yeah, this is not that much, and black also makes some couple of points here. So. Oh, so that's big. Yeah, why cannot make that much big territory in the center, so it's not going to be enough. But let's, because there's some differences, right? I can play here. So let me count.
All right. What we are hearing also is we're hearing that Zen's win rate was as high as 69-70% after the Hane at G12 has dropped almost to 64%. Seems to think that black is ahead by only 5 points on the board, giving it a 2-point lead after Komi, 1-point lead after Komi. This being a gameplay. Komi at 6.5 points. The players both started with 2 hours each, with Byoyomi of a minute, and I believe that both players should still have plenty of time remaining. They were tracking each other's time usage earlier. Do know that black spent a lot of time thinking about the upper left-hand corner.
How much percentage?
65, which is fairly high. It's also consistent
65?
With... Yeah, for white.
Oh, for white.
That's what it thinks. What do you... Now, you look like you've finished counting, so maybe you can tell us...
Yeah, I think black is winning. So how come it's...
How come? It seems to be counting a lot of points in the center for itself. This is similar to what I do when I look at my own bank account. I just count a lot more money in there than I actually have, and I feel very good about myself.
Okay.
I don't try that in Vegas, though. That's probably... All right.
So black territory, especially after this one, it's like a 55. Okay, let me count again.
U18. And this is, of course, the fun here is when these games are going to be down to the wire, counting every time is what the players have to do. Do you know anything? Is Cho Chihun's endgame considered very strong? He is still an active player, so is he considered a top-class endgame?
Right, yeah. So, it's actually somewhat close. It's not that much. It's not that much big difference, but I would say, is it 6.5? By the way.
That's my understanding.
Okay.
One of the things that we don't know much about the insides of Deep Zen. We do know that it is based on Zen, but what is an interesting fact is not all of these bots can adapt to different Komi. For instance, the training of the neural networks that goes into AlphaGo and these other neural network based bots assumes a given komi rate, so that they can't actually, it's essentially baked in that they can't play games with a different komi than the one that they've learned to play with, which is a pretty interesting factoid. Makes it kind of hard to ask it just what's the right komi anyway. Black seems to just be giving away all of his territory there in the corner. Doesn't
That
matter.
one is very. Oh yeah, that was actually very big. This one's very big. So the last move here, this was huge. I kind of think why Black should reduce the center with this move. That one is what? It's 8 points.
8 points.
That's 8 points. But the center, whatever he play in the center, Black can destroy.
More than 8.
Yeah, somewhere here. So those moves are pretty big. I mean, this one's big. This is very big. This is very big. I mean, before this is very big, but I think this one, number 1, is not as big as number 2. I basically counted this one, right? Yeah, I thought this one, number 2, is almost the center. I counted.
And to keep its 11 points.
Yeah, I counted as this one. Then, I mean, with this one, let's count.
You have that on your bingo cards? Right. Is there any aji for Black to push in at 0-12? Is he aiming at any sorts of cuts or any way to attack the right-hand group?
Right-hand group?
Oh,
yeah, right. So just a little bit, but not that much. Yeah, just a little bit, right. So yeah, because of that, so this one is not going to be attack. Right. So White has slightly less than 50 points, very close to 50 points. Yeah, Black has almost a 60. So I think in this case, Black is winning.
If he'd played A instead of
right.
S6.
A and B as I counted. It did that as I make a boundary, but so that one looks pretty big. Let me see, how much. Yeah, just look at this.
Yeah, how much can he reduce that? That seems almost like it's a 10-point swing.
Probably the reason why he played that one is because like I said, the left side, the right side is not alive.
Oh, there's some weaknesses.
Yeah, so this was actually, I think, center. Yeah, that was center. B is center.
Oh.
So it's not alive by center.
Aha.
Yeah, that's what he's. Otherwise, actually, that didn't really make sense.
Playing A. So he has to have this as his plan.
Right. Okay. So for example, yeah, this one. For example, White was here, right? Making that area center. Then A is just like 8 points, and that's it, like a dead end, 8 points.
Right.
Then certainly B looks way bigger, right?
Sure. If it's just about points, B looks way bigger. Yeah,
that's right. So, but in this case, because B is center, so for example, when White play this one, Black can just cut here. Make center.
Oof.
And boom.
Oof.
It's dead.
Zen dies.
just that. So yeah, that makes sense. That's what it's aiming. So that means at this time, what should play here? So it's not as big. It's not. Let me see. Let me count.
So now we have
So
to count this variation.
comparing, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7. But black gets this one too. So yeah, I think it's okay.
So white got 7 points, but black got S6, which was 8 points, and he also gets so black's still coming through. Okay.
So yeah, I think black is still okay.
Whew. Oh, close one.
So white territory still stays almost the same. Slight like a 50, 51, but it's black turn, so didn't really make much difference, I think.
Right. Time-wise, from what we heard from the chat, thank you very much. The time-wise, the clock stand Cho has about half an hour left, and Zen has almost an hour left. So.
Oh, is it a real game?
Nope, it is not the real game.
Oh, okay. So this is my variation, right?
This is
so
the variation. That's right.
If much?
He hasn't cut yet. Cho Chikun has not cut
yet. Okay.
Hasn't cut yet.
So I think the doesn't change anything much. So black is still winning like 9 points. Somewhere there 9. So this 2.5 is pretty safe.
Okay. Do you want to take a little break? Let them get out in front of us here.
Okay, yeah, let's take like a 5 minutes break.
All right, we'll take a quick break, 5 minutes, get some water, take a bio break, and now's the time, make some tea. We'll be back soon. Don't touch that dial. Okay, folks, ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, children of all ages, we're back. Jackson, I'm joined here by Myungwan Kim, 9-Dan Pro from the Duke Association, who's joining us remotely on site at Las Vegas. The game that we are watching is being played in Japan right now. It looks like we've had some moves. What do you think?
So whatever Jen says,
Mm-hmm.
I believe Black is winning, like 9 points. So in this stage of the game, it is very, very difficult to reverse the game. So I would say, no, I would almost like to call this game.
Huh.
So yeah, I can agree with that. No, Jen is thinking what? No, it's winning percentage right now.
Something 53, 54, 55, somewhere around there.
I think it's significantly less than that. I would say, if I bet this game, I mean, it is proven that I'm not good at bet, but like a 10%.
10% chance.
Yeah, 10% chance.
Well, I guess that's sort of the difference in how computers and humans think about this. For us, we will push it very quickly to 100 or 0, right? For us, it is. For you, at this point, it's almost a certainty, right?
So yeah, that's the best move. So let me just show what's going to happen.
Okay.
Let me just make the line. Black can play this one too.
Oof.
This is not core.
Because black can cut.
Right. I mean, black can probably play something like a fancier move like this. And make this one a center and then try to make some territory. But I think black wouldn't try this one because
Just the simple way is enough.
Just simply as simple as possible.
Right.
And then these are the lines that I like to make. Actually, let me just play this one first. Yeah, something like this. So make it easy. And then this one, I'll just make this exchange, kind of, just make it easy too.
Okay.
And then so, I mean that exchange is not certain though. Maybe it's too optimistic to make this exchange. But still, black play here. That's pretty big. If white doesn't play, let me make this one too. I mean, that's also optimistic for black because black make it a center, but we can adjust a little bit later.
Okay. It's funny that upper right hand corner was originally 24 points for black, and now it's going to be nothing but 10, 13 points, and half.
So based on my previous counting, white has 52 points, but let me do it again.
Okay, 52 points for white. Because in the previous counting, you had done this without playing out any of these moves.
Yeah, like 52, still 52.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a 9 or 10, maybe like a 10, but I make it somewhat easy and somewhat more favorable to black, like making this one a center, making this one a center. So I can just take it back like a 1 point. And this one is black's turn still. So, and then what I didn't count is actually this one. If this one is center,
sure.
I counted black should play 2 moves here. But if black play this one, black doesn't have to play any move.
Right.
I mean,
he's just done. Right.
But this one still, it's a little bit favorite to black to make this exchange at center. But not that much because the 6 is pretty big too. So it's kind of, I can add and minus, but it's like a half a point, like somewhere. So it's 9 points, pretty big difference. 2.5, right?
Right.
So
2.5 points.
like a half.
Right.
Yeah, like a half a point. I'm my the difference.
A half a point
is
is
like
a
half a
close
point.
game, right? Let's see if I remembered from last time. A half a point is a very close game. 1.5 points is a close game, and 2.5 points you can say it's over, right? Do I have that about right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The reason being is that because if black make a mistake, I would say like a half a point mistake, like a 1 and 2 exchange. If he didn't make the exchange, or like a 3 and 4, or 5 and 6, so that means he should make a mistake 5 times at end game, which is very unlikely. He can make a mistake 2 times, maybe 3 times, but not 5 times.
Sure. And of course, we're assuming also that Zen will play perfectly and make no mistakes. Which, given what we understand about how bots play endgame, maybe is not what actually happens. In fact, it looks like what just happened in the upper side looks like a questionable exchange. It looks like white exchanged D18 for E19, which I gotta wonder, is that...
That's right. Yeah, that's bad exchange.
Bad exchange? Okay. Whew.
Oh, so yeah, you got it.
Thought I was going crazy there.
Yeah, later, if black play this on, I can hane and then connect.
Right. But now that's right out.
Right. So definitely bad exchange. So yeah, it's not going to work. It's almost over. So let me see. Let's look at the game.
Okay.
In the beginning. So when we start from here, right?
Right.
So not very clear benefit for white, but I believe white should play this one.
It seems very natural for us as humans, right? Like,
right,
to make the whole top side influence.
Right. So white has influence. No, white doesn't have a territory yet, but white has influence in upper side. Black can still invade somewhere here. If black approach, then this one will be ideal for white. So black will find something else like this, or maybe this one. Yeah, you probably saw like this kind of sequence before.
Yep. As a very to settle, get rid of complications.
Right.
I think we actually looked at that a few games ago. Previous.
Right. So the reason why black play this one first is because if black play this one first, then white can hane inside and then play here, right? And then this one becomes A and B becomes bad exchange.
Right.
Black doesn't want to make that exchange because black doesn't have base there.
It'd be better to leave the corner open for later.
So that's why it's kind of ask move. Whether white play A or B, then black can decide what he's going to do next. So this one is well expected and normal. But why play that one? If that move really threatened black, that's reasonable. If black thought that was, if I thought that was center, but after he cut this one, these 3 stones are not easy to attack.
Even though black ignored it, it's there may not be teeth in O11.
And then there's weakness at A. So in order to protect this weakness, and let's say I play this, then black can play here. Yeah, it's been cut, right? So in order to protect that one, white can probably play this one. Yeah, it's protected, but then that's too much loss. And if I cannot kill the black group, that's a lot of loss. But I don't think white can kill black group. I mean, that's it's why can so easily live inside. So now why play this? It looks like a white gained like even stronger outside,
Mm-hmm.
but white has a lot of weakness. I mean, two, no, to be exact,
Right.
1 and 2,
Right. They're Miai, and black will get one or the other, right?
right? It gets very strong, very solid, like a super strong wall. But if I cannot kill black, the 3 stones, what's the use of that very strong and solid wall there?
Right. It almost has to kill them, or else all of
It,
those
it
triangle
has to
stones
kill,
are.
yeah, it has to kill.
The win percent on the real game I see is now down to 50-50. So the win percent has been falling steadily from 70% in the late middle game down to 50% now.
I think it's kind of similar to human calculation when they're in casino. They are very optimistic and then they lower like very slightly, but suddenly
Sure.
they realize that.
Sure. It's the most human thing there is never tell me the odds, right? It's very.
So right now, even though white gets very strong, very solid wall outside, I think that 3 stones too big. And also what does it do? I mean, it blacked, but it doesn't really do much, right? Because white 3 stone is dead.
Right. And that's a
This
big
is
loss. It's like 25 points of cash right off, right?
right. This is such a like a human the computer thing, like making A and B exchange. A professional player would never ever.
But, right, it's not like there's any reason for him to.
Right, no reason. So, but still, white is very strong. Maybe white didn't lose that much. As long as white can make all territory in upper side by playing something like this.
Right. This is the first point I think that we looked at where you said that that would be the place for Zen to diverge.
Yeah. And this one, I mean, comparing to 1 and 2. So if I play 1 instead of 2, then it's easier to make territory in upper side because that position is much more solid. So if black play here, I can harm it from the outside. Does it make sense? Yeah, this one. So I would play either 1 or 3, but not 2. I mean, 2 is not going to be not even an option for me. So suddenly that wall, that very influence, a very thick wall, and sacrificing these 3 stones becomes very useless.
But gotta hand it to Zen. It is consistent with its style. It has a very. I don't know if you could say that AlphaGo had as consistent a style as we've seen from Zen over the years as it's played on KGS. So it does seem, it may be wrong, but it does have a style to it.
But consistency is actually a bad thing. Consistency, should be. I emphasized a lot because consistency is somewhat easier to have, but flexibility is way more difficult. Yeah, way harder, and you have to develop it.
Right.
Consistency is more like intuitive. Like a flexibility, you have to develop by a lot of practicing, a lot of reading, some variation, like a resisting, like following some conventional move, like something that you have seen before. So in that perspective, AlphaGo is far better than Zen.
Because it has shown a much more flexible style.
Right. Yeah. That's humans kind of. Professionals were very much inspired right?
by
By
alphabet.
alphabet,
Right.
right?
Would you say that humans also will avoid trying to have a distinct style, or like anything that they would like? They don't want to give away an advantage. Like if I said, if I were interviewing you, Myungwan, while you were playing, and I said, Myungwan, what are you best at? Would you want to maybe not tell me so that I don't have any advantages when I'm trying to study to play against you later, or uh, is that
No, it's there. Uh, yeah, they have certain professionals have certain distinct game style,
mm,
but when they go like a very high, it's kind of integrated and they're somewhat similar. These days, they're all very aggressive game style.
hmm,
I mean, fighting seems like is better than being being defensive, like
hmm.
a soft.
Taking the initiative seems to be very
Oh, that's right,
attack
initiative. Yeah,
position, maybe.
right. That's the key these days. So actually, for this one was somewhat this move was
Mm-hmm.
somewhat easy for black because black gets the corner
Hmm.
and it's saved. So more complicating variation would be just play this one. I think blacks what black wanted to do. It wasn't like this one because in this case this exchange doesn't really help.
Right. Right. White's
So
gonna live on the bottom anyway, so the
yeah,
D2
right,
D3 doesn't really help.
right, yes. I can live on the side on the low side anyway. I mean, black can still try to attack, but I don't think that's the Tochikun's plan because I believe he tried to play simply. Yeah. So I guess, oh yeah, that's kind of human thing, right? Right. I can try to read his mind.
Hmm.
If I were white,
Right.
then I'll just So I
Gamesmanship,
can
I think they
yeah I
call it,
can
right?
use it. I can use it as my advantage, like using his mind, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
So make this one and two exchange by center, then cut here, and if black play exactly same, then still
Now
it's
this
good
is way
exchange.
better because Black sort of got tricked into a sequence he doesn't want.
Right. Black cannot leave, by taking the corner.
Mm-hmm.
So that this will make way more complicated. And this why I want to have one more not completely settled black group.
To attack, yeah, with all
Yes.
that influence.
Yeah. So black white has got this group, and then sooner or later, black probably have to invade the left side. Then black has white has like a three groups to attack. But in the real game, yeah, the left low corner is done. So yeah, he tried to, but yeah, after this, black white could play this one too,
Oh,
but I guess it's not going to be enough. Maybe. Oh, what happened?
sorry, I'm hearing some. So if we go back to the game, this is what happened, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Sorry, but I, of course, have the games both up in front of me.
Oh, okay. It makes sense because if I play, okay, wait a minute. So if I play this one, yeah, yeah, wait, right. So why cannot make a tally? Why should play this one? But oh, reject. Oh, mhm. Okay, so let me show what Jen could have played. This one. If I play if Black play this one, I can make Atari.
But black can
So
draw back.
this one. So if Black play this one, that's Atari, continuous Atari, but Black can Atari outside, so nothing happens.
So he can get that extra liberty.
Black can play this and then leave, but yeah, that doesn't
Now
make
the
any.
center is destroyed.
Yeah,
Right?
destroyed.
What I was saying previously, sorry, I also had my cat crawling into a paper bag. I muted myself, forgot to do that. I said that it's official, that Cho Chikun has won, which makes it 2 out of 3 for Cho Chikun. The Deep Zen team has won 1 out of 3 games, which is a fantastic result. They have to be very happy with that, with taking one even game against a legend. That would have been a historic result if AlphaGo hadn't come along in March. But even so, I think it's a wonderful accomplishment, especially because this one is, as we've mentioned, available on sale today. Do you think you're going to buy a copy? Get a $15,000 computer?
That's the problem. I mean, the software itself is cheaper. Did you say like a 60 something?
I heard that it was $60, but I don't speak Japanese, so I may have been misreading the website.
I hope you can buy one, like a supercomputer. Then
you want me to buy it? I could also buy a car, as someone pointed out. On the other hand, if I did use this supercomputer and you played it constantly, it would keep my house warm in the winter, because the power usage would be equivalent to a large space heater. So.
Oh, okay. Oh, by the way, his reading was very good. I thought this one was almost a mistake. It's too early to play. But oh yeah, that was very impressive reading.
Yeah, he saw the shot here and he took it.
So yeah, this one, this wedge. Without this wedge, yeah, that doesn't work.
Right.
Yeah, that doesn't work. Yeah. So, but with this wedge, so without this wedge, yeah, this might be small, not that big.
I was off, by the way. The software is $300. $300.
Oh yeah, the $60 is too cheap.
$60 is too cheap, but it's still $300 is small relative to the cost of the computer that you'll need to run it at the Cho Chikun level.
So if you run the software in my computer, like this computer, which is like $400, so how does it damage? How much does it damage, Jen?
That's a great question. I would imagine it is probably still down level. So I know that the computer that plays as a 9 down on KGS was not quite this powerful. It was still fairly strong. But that's a great question. I don't know what level you could expect. Certainly for players like me, I could probably still enjoy it. But maybe we'll see if the AGA needs to pool their money and set up a server for all of our professionals to play on. Do you think that would be an interesting use there? The AGA happened to get a sponsorship?
That's a good idea. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's definitely a very good idea. Because again, professional player, they can learn just by playing. So like an AGA professional, they can get a lot of benefit. They can practice. They can strengthen their level and be able to play in world tournament.
Okay, so you think we should make that happen, huh?
Yeah.
All right, we'll get right on it.
So one more variation, this one.
Please, yes.
Looks like white can play this.
Live.
And leave, right?
Looks that way, but.
Yeah. Actually, let me think. Yeah, I can leave.
Can black play P8 now? Yeah.
This one first, right?
Oh
I
no,
can
he
play
can connect.
this.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can play this one. So yeah, that doesn't work.
I can't cut because he'll die.
Right. Why can't still play this one too? Because yeah, Black's Liberty issue.
Or, right.
So if Zen Go read it correctly, then that means Zen read it like this one too. I mean, if you play this one, that doesn't make any difference because of Liberty. I mean, always like a Liberty issue. So then, if Jen read it correctly, then read this much, and then it knew that it's kind of too big difference.
Too many points. Too many.
Yeah.
Because if it
Right.
was a
So,
half-point game before, this is definitely big Sente sequence.
so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, almost 7 points difference here only. So
Right. That would be
that
huge.
should be huge difference. Even though Black made this exchange, like a bad exchange. So, but that's too much.
Whew. What a match.
So yeah. So Jen, I saw some weaknesses of Jen.
We also
First
saw
of
some
all-
strengths too. Right?
Oh yeah.
We did
Yeah,
see
some
it
strengths.
kill.
Right. But the reading was not that good. And again, I said Jen played very well yesterday's game. Just like but that mistake, like those each mistakes, yeah, it's
Right. That's my kind of mistake. That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right. But other than that, yeah, it played very well. Kind of bigger mistake, I think, is end game. So in the first game, Zen lost 5 points very easily.
Right.
So
Which
yeah,
is
he should.
a little surprising, I think, for a lot of folks who
right.
expect the computer to do better in the end game when
Better in the game,
the
right.
tree gets smaller.
So this game too, I mean, they didn't go to end game yet, but this is pretty bad exchange. It's not 2 points, but like a 1 point at least. And clearly, counting is very weak point. I mean, so Jen thought it's 50-50 when human professional player would say 10%. So that's big gap, big difference between like a human player and then like a software.
Right.
And then I don't know how to like a kind of compromise that gap. So, and then also opening was not that good, but it may be not as bad, just like a first game. So I'm not so sure how bad is the opening. This game too, slightly bad, I think, opening. So yeah, such as this one or this move.
Right. That was a very surprising.
But again, yeah, like you said, if AlphaGo didn't come up, then it's the most shocking, very surprising news to so many Go players, especially for professionals.
Right. It would have been unthinkable, and now it is.
Unthinkable. Right.
So we've had, I guess, 8 months almost to digest the Lee Sedol games. Do you think that these games are going to be similarly shocking? Is it a similar attitude adjustment, or is the approach now this is normal?
I think it's to whom to ask. So to professional players, not as much actually, because I see big difference. There. And then big difference will be more than it and between this Zen and then AlphaGo, when it beats Isidore, still more than one handicap difference. So yeah, that's pretty big difference.
So, sorry, you were saying that AlphaGo that beat AlphaGo versus Zen is a one handicap difference, or
Yeah.
not AlphaGo versus East at all is a one handicap difference.
No. Yeah. AlphaGo was Gen. Yeah, that's one handicap difference.
Got it. That's still very close. I would be pretty happy to play someone who's within one stone of East at all as often as I wanted. I think that could be a lot of fun.
Yeah. But in for the top level professional, that's big difference, right? Then as a human player, sometimes they cannot close narrow the gap for the rest of their life. So
Right. All right. Well,
okay.
it's quite a thrilling set. Thank you so much for doing commentary on these and taking the time from your vacation to give us the commentary. We really appreciate it. I should probably mention who we'd like to thank, starting with Cho Chikun, the Dwango team, Nico Japan. We have no official arrangement with them, but they were very encouraging to us to let us do this broadcast, and they of course wanted to get the word out. So huge thanks to those folks who gave us their the go ahead to make this happen. Really appreciate that. We've already of course plugged the software, which is available for sale. My name is Andrew Jackson with the AJ. I'm not affiliated with any of those guys, but we'd also like to thank Michael Wanek and Stephen who did graphics for the previous streams and hosted the previous streams. We would also like to thank anybody who helped in chat with the moderation, our KGS admins, and of course, you guys watching. If you weren't here watching, we wouldn't be doing it. So big thank you to all of you. Thanksgiving is a great time to teach friends and relatives how to play Go. Avoid those awkward Thanksgiving political conversations. Instead, you can teach them how to play Go. It's a win-win for everybody. What are we looking at here, Myungwan? You got another sequences?
Oh yeah, just try to think of whether white could have chance. I mean, I counted this one as center. Then it was very close, but if this one black could have played this one, probably black was still winning, even though Jen thought it was winning. So, but maybe it narrowed gap a little bit if Jen played this one first.
Right. If he'd played the Hane at G13, would have been a better game.
Or Jen didn't play this one. I mean, this one, the A and B exchange is huge difference. So maybe if we play this one, narrow the gap. But after this one, I think black won.
Take advantage of that S3.
So yeah, to briefly summarize, I would say white made a mistake in the beginning. So Cho Chikun was leading from the beginning, but he made some, in my opinion, make a mistake like this one or this one. Especially B. A maybe not a mistake, but B, I think. So Jen caught up a little bit, might be very close, but later he made mistake too.
Right.
I don't know which one. I mean, maybe C, maybe D. So eventually Cho Chikun could win this game.
Definitely. It's always on a knife's edge for sure. One last person to thank, our game recorder this evening, Robert T. Rock. Great to have him helping. Our other game recorders throughout the series, I believe you also got thanks. So, all right, Myungwan, I should let you get back to your Vegas vacation. Are you going to go back to the casinos, or are you done for the night?
Of course. Yeah.
Of course.
I need to make up.
Well, you got to get enough to...
I may lose more. But
No. You're going to win enough to buy this computer yourself, right? You're going to make the $15,000 and you'll be getting your own copies in. All right, everyone, that's it for us tonight. Thanks very much for watching. We'll see you next time. The next stream's coming up. Subscribe to the e-journal, usgo.org, and keep apprised of the next events. I think we got a pretty full December. We got a bunch of different streams coming up. With the Nongshim Cup is immediately coming up after Thanksgiving weekend. So Nongshim Cup streams start, I think, Sunday or Monday. We'll send out stuff in the e-journal, so subscribe there, and we'll see you around. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Bye.